welcome to Two Guys, One Anime. I'm Ashori,
My name is the Holy Apple.
and today we're doing another bracket fight. This one is Best Anime Protagonists. Again, I won't know half the people, but I'll help where I can.
Thank you.
And if we both don't know them, we're sorry in advance because we're probably going to offend you.
Probably if they have a hat.
If they have a hat, they're probably getting picked for no reason.
For some reason,
whatsoever.
we're into hats for a minute.
We're into hats. We really like hats, so we're going
We like
with hat
hats,
people.
we're not sure why.
We're just hat people. We just like hats. But anyway,
Yeah, I think I'm gonna say I think the basis for this is basically going to be it's how the main character comes across in their own story. So we're going to compare how well they actually are compatible with the stories.
Yeah,
and go from there rather than
this
person is better than this person.
Yeah, it's going to be like, I suppose, like likability and just general. Yeah, like you said, how they fit the anime and how important they are and stuff like that as well. It's just how who we think's great and the other one's probably not, and whatever.
Yeah, so starting with, we're going to pick the one on the left called Lelouch.
Because we haven't seen Haikyuu. I know this is Haikyuu. So
Ugh.
I can't judge it. I can't judge it.
Would you like me to give you explanation for Lelouch or just carry on?
Just carry on.
Okay, fine.
We'll
That's how it is.
Rocket this. Right, okay. So we know
K versus Guts.
Who are we saying?
I want to go Guts for Berserk. Like, if you've watched Berserk, you'll know, because the amount of shit Guts has to go through in that anime is atrocious, and he is badass in himself. I think it's. I don't want to spoil too much, but the basic context is he's with a band of bandits. He does well. Blah blah blah. Demon invades. Do shit to his girlfriend. Then everybody dies. Guts is on his own. He then becomes Demon Slayer, kind of thing. That is the gist of the anime.
Demon Slayer, yeah.
Basically, he's the original Demon Slayer. Yes.
Fuck it, that sounds good to me.
I think this is one for you.
I mean, it's 50 pence a piece Goku again, isn't it?
I know, but
no. Going with Spike Spiegel definitely for me. If we're going off of his character, what he's been through, because he almost dies. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert for an anime that came out about 20, 30 years ago. He almost dies. And he loses his friend. Because I'm trying to remember his name in it. They're both against each other because he sleeps with. They both fall for the same girl basically when they're at the organization, and then his mate, I can't remember his name because he's the villain in the actual series. He gets with the girl first basically, to which then Spike Spiegel just thinks, fuck it, who gives a shit, and he ends up sleeping with her anyway. He finds out and they shoot him and think that he's dead from the organization. Roll on a couple years and Spike Spiegel's still alive and he's a bounty hunter, and then he starts getting pulled back in because the organization are like dealing with like this drug, and it all starts connecting and he gets pulled back in. And it's kind of bad, but if you've only watched the live action doesn't do that good of a job of explaining that bit of the story, like the actual proper story that just links everything together. Whereas the anime is completely different, because in the anime, the girlfriend, if you like, ends up getting killed. Again, spoiler alert. At the end, by is it Vicious? Vicious. That's his name, Vicious. He ends up killing her, and then him and Spike have like a fight at the end.
Yeah.
And it all like goes down. I won't spoil that bit. And then in the live action, the girlfriend kills Vicious.
Oh.
Yeah, and then she shoots Spike out of a window as well. Like she aims a gun at him and he jumps out the back of a window. So she just turns into the villain, which never happened in the anime. It's like
it's just one of those things with live action.
Yeah, they just kind of went left field with it and just enjoyed themselves. It's like really weird, but yeah, it's Spike every day of the week, and the films are really good as well. That's a really good. Like,
so I'm still yet to watch Cowboy Bebop, so
yeah,
it's curious.
It's solid. I mean, we could be totally overlooking this guy, and we probably are, but
I bet you he's going to be from a really good anime that we've
100%.
got to watch one day. But like,
yeah, 100%. Yeah, we'll have to come back on this like a year down the line when we've seen most of them. Be like,
yeah, redo it yearly and just see what happens.
We was wrong. Okay, I know the guy on the right. I don't know the guy on the left.
I know neither, so good luck.
Well, I just know that the guy on the right is from Trigun.
I've not watched Trigun.
Well, neither have I, but that's all I know.
Oh.
Literally,
well, this is a good round.
That's all I can tell you. So,
this is a good round.
On that logic, we'll go with Trigun.
Well, that's number one person we pissed off. I don't know what you want from us. We don't know. Oh, this is interesting. Konosuba versus Shield Hero.
Is that a tiny Japanese flag?
Yes, it is. The Shield Hero is originally from Japan. Like the actual character.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, most of the animes are.
I haven't watched all of Shield Hero, but I have watched all of Konosuba.
Okay.
And I sort of want to say Shield Hero would win. Just because...
It's not a fight, remember?
I know it's not a fight, but I'm just saying, in terms of context for the anime that they are in, Shield Hero is better, because the way Konosuba kind of runs, it's not solely down to that main character. There's like 4 characters that the story follows off of.
So it's
like, fair enough.
It's more of a group than
it's a group
protagonist type thing.
Yeah, it's a group of protagonists, whereas Shield Hero is focused on the Shield Hero.
Okay.
There is like people around the Shield Hero, but the thing is, the kind of like the anime is exclusively focused on the Shield Hero himself. Okay. So
no, that's fair.
I'd go for that.
And these little Japanese flag.
Yeah, bearing in mind I haven't seen all of it, that's just what I know from it.
It's fair enough.
Oh, that fuck. That's tough. Rimuru from. Let me just get the names in my head. It's like I was reincarnated as a slime or something like that.
Yeah.
So Rimuru from that and Overlord, which is Ainz Ooal Gown. Oh, this is annoying.
Surely you're gonna go with Overlord, no?
I don't know. Because again, Overlord as an anime I love it as an anime, but again, there's more to it than just the main protagonist, which is Ainz.
Okay.
Because like Ainz is a major part in the whole story, but without the other side characters, which I think there's loads of them. I think there's around 20-25 side characters that are actually active in the actual story.
Yeah.
The same thing goes with keep forgetting his fucking name. Reincarnated as slime. It's the same as that. Rimuru is like the main character to start with, but then it kind of like branches out as it goes along.
Yeah.
But he kind of retains like the main protagonist kind of spotlight throughout the entire series.
Okay.
Whereas I don't think Overlord does as much. I remember specific like spots like in the Overlord series where.
Would you like to make this easier?
I'm not doing a coin toss. That's not how I do shit.
Could have done the easy way out.
No, there is no easy way out. It's like two of my favorite animes. No.
You're gonna get.
I feel like I'm gonna go with what?
You're gonna get judged.
I'm gonna get judged.
There'll be people in the comments that are gonna be pissed off.
Be pissed as much as you like. I don't care. No, I have to go with Rimuru, I think.
Okay.
Reincarnated as slime, yeah. The spotlight just remains focused on him, and there's a lot more development on that character.
The fact that you're saying you've made that point of like the series is more about that person than the Overlord one being about that person. Is like, okay, well that's a really good place to fucking start. Like,
Yeah.
genuinely. So yeah, it makes sense. Definitely makes sense.
Yeah, it's Overlord just like splits out and then it starts following other characters. That's where it lost in that regard. But oh, hello, Demon Slayer, and Vinland Saga. I had trouble remembering its name then.
I'm going Demon Slayer.
Yeah, Demon Slayer, hands down.
Yeah. I do want to watch Vinland Saga though.
I do as well. It has a very, very good intro song, which you've listened to, weirdly enough.
I've listened to most.
Yes. Oh, hello. This is interesting.
Right, you've seen Food Wars. I haven't yet.
I have seen Food Wars, yes.
But
What?
I mean, come on.
No.
No, I don't agree with you. Fuck you.
Okay, my argument. Meliodas is part of the main story continuity, but again, there's a group of them. He does start with him originally, fair enough, but Seven Deadly Sins is about the Seven Deadly Sins. It's not just about Meliodas.
True.
Whereas Food Wars...
food.
It's about food, yes, but every episode it's got him in it. I forgot his name.
So really, they should replace this picture with just food, and the food wins.
Yes. I'm glad you understand.
Yeah, I know that he's the main character. I just can't remember his fucking name.
No, it's completely gone from me as well. A minute. I'll remember it at some stupid stage
it
today.
begins with an S, I think.
No.
No?
I don't think it does.
It was an S.
I'm thinking Sabakui Bisco now that you said S, and it's not that. All different anime.
Hang on. Let me just quickly check.
That's literally what I've just done it. Oh, it's Soma. You are right. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Soma
Yeah.
Yukihara.
Don't fucking judge.
I was thinking why for Yukihara, okay?
I know my shit about animes I've not watched. Right.
No, you don't.
So what we going with?
I'd go Soma, because Soma's in every single episode of Food Wars. Maybe bar like 1 or 2.
Okay.
And every single time he's the focal point of it.
Yeah, I think that's always a really good argument to make. Is like, if it is genuinely about them, then they are a protagonist. Like you said, Seven Deadly Sins is about seven.
It's about all of them.
Deadly Sins, yeah. So it's a fair argument. There'll be people in the comments going "fuck yourself," but you know.
No, that's my concrete argument. The anime is about, like, this tier list specifically is about how good the protagonist performs in the anime.
Yeah, and then if it's got side characters, fine. But then if there's more than one protagonist, kind of defeats the object.
Yeah. It's kind of like, going back to Food Wars again, Soma's the main protagonist. Doesn't matter how many other characters. I think there's like another 20 characters in it. Like, who play active roles, but it's always featuring on Soma, no matter what.
Yeah. Yes. Right.
Lelouch versus Leguts. I'm going to carry on my own logic for this one. It's a tricky one because in Code Geass, yes, the anime is a lot about Lelouch, but there are bits where it falters and it goes off with side characters, like during the entirety of it.
Yeah.
But the same can be said about Berserk. There's a lot of moving parts with it.
Okay.
But like the one main consistency is Guts.
Okay. So you're saying Berserk?
I'll have to say Berserk, yeah.
Yeah.
Part of what makes Code Geass really good is like the other side characters that complement the main character.
Yeah.
You get a free win on this one.
That's fair. I mean, I don't want to judge Trigun because it's another anime that I'd like to see because I think it has been around for a fair few years. I think. So it is definitely one that I want to see. And like I said, in a year's time, if we come back to this, it might be a different answer, potentially.
Yeah.
But at this moment in time, it's Spike. So.
Cowboy Bebop. Shield Hero versus Rimiru. I'd actually go Shield Hero. I like Rimiru. Yeah, because it's going back into what I said about when it was against Overlord. basically Rimuru. It starts off with just Rimuru going through the whole story, but then all these side characters start getting involved, and then all of a sudden it's not about just the main character anymore. It's everybody. But Shield Hero is kind of just about the Shield Hero. The side characters are only there to complement him, and that's it.
Okay.
So I'd say Shield Hero.
And his Japanese flag.
And his little Japanese flag, yes. Tanjuro versus Soma. This is interesting. Are we prepared to say Demon Slayer is primarily focused on Tanjuro?
At the moment, yes. At the moment. Because the way I look at it is about him, because we've seen his backstory, we've seen what's happened. We don't know anything about the two that he's with in terms of backstory. And then any Hashuras that he comes, like, he ends up training under, or he like does missions with, we only get one series out of them. They're not continuous characters. So out of all, if we go off of the 3 seasons, let's say that the film's the 2nd season.
Yeah.
If we go off the 3 seasons, Tanjuro is the predominant one. Like, so
yeah, he's like the hero character.
Yeah, so basically. To me, he's definitely the. Well, actually, yeah. I mean, he is the protagonist, but then you got Nezuko.
You got Nezuko. You've got fucking. I forgot his name. Ballface. Can't remember his name. It's been ages since I watched Demon Slayer, so I can't remember.
Yeah, that's what I was saying with the other two. We've not had any backstory with them. That's what I was trying to get at.
Yeah, there's no proper backstory there. I suppose you have a bit of a backstory with Zenitsu.
Not a lot, though. We get a tiny bit.
Yeah, you don't get a great deal. It's like shows his past where he's like training with his mentor and he doesn't want to fight.
It's not enough for me to go, oh, he's a protagonist. Nezuko, I could argue.
I'd say even Nezuko, no.
She's a bit more important.
She's important, but ultimately she's still a side character.
Yeah, they do leave her in the box a few episodes every so often. Yeah,
it's like literally she'll only come out when it's necessary. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Spoiler warning. Ooh, like when you was in the past season. Yeah, like in the past season when Nezuko comes out and she goes into adult form and kicks the shit out of the 2 demons. It's like she's only come out because she had to. Otherwise, she would have stayed in the box, like with what happened with Mugen Train.
True.
Like she didn't escape until they got into the dream world.
True.
It's one of them.
I think Tanjuro. I think the argument that we're trying to make is Tanjuro the main protagonist of Demon Slayer. I think yes.
Yeah.
So, on that basis, what would your answer be?
I mean, it's close. I can't quantify it by just saying,
alright,
so and so is the main character. So
no,
blah blah
let
blah.
me chuck you this argument. Who's got the best potential?
Best potential. In terms of
where their story's going.
Well, technically, Food Wars has finished.
All right, okay.
It's got 5 seasons of it, which I was surprised to learn. But anyway,
okay.
No, if you go with potential, I'd say probably Demon Slayer. Thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Food Wars is about Soma's high school life in a weird way. So it's like he's gone to a culinary school, he's learning how to be a professional chef and everything. But the end of the story, spoiler warning. Ooh, but yeah, the end of the story is he basically he's still in school, but he's like the #1 chef at the school, or the #2 or something like that.
Okay. So his story could go on.
His story can go on, but it's not.
Whether it's going to be a different anime, they might do that.
I doubt it. It's a case of if the story were to carry on with it, then it'd just basically be him becoming a professional chef, and that's it. It's like there isn't that much room left for his growth. Whereas with Demon Slayer at the minute, he's only met like 2 Hashiras, hasn't he? Well, he's met all of them
He's
technically,
met
but
all
he's
of
only
them, but
trained
he's
with
only
two.
actually been with two. Well, three.
Yeah.
Three kind of. Because of the first season.
Well, with the Water Hashira.
Yeah, it's...
I'd say no, because he's going to meet with the Water Hashira anyway in this season. Coming out soon.
Yeah.
That'd be 3 and 4 in my eyes.
Yeah.
So it's like...
I think Tanjuro. I think Demon Slayer.
Yeah, I'm happy with Tanjiro for this one.
Yeah.
I'd have to think about it, but yeah, Tanjiro.
No, that's fair enough.
Cowboy Bebop versus Guts. Which one is more predominantly in the limelight, do you think? Is Spike Spiegel
no
throughout the entire Bebop?
Yes, but the main story is about him, but he can't do what he does without Jet, Ed, even Einstein and Faye Valentine.
So it's basically he's dependent on his inner circle in a way.
Yeah, because he's always with Jet, but obviously his backstory isn't like, you know, he meets Jet, because we get some of Jet's backstory as well in a couple of episodes, and then Faye sort of lands in their lap and we get her backstory, and then they find Ed. Or no, they get Einstein first and then they get Ed, and we don't get anything about Ed or Einstein. We don't get fuck all, because Einstein's a dog and Ed's... I can't explain it. It's not. You don't know whether it's a boy or a girl, for starters, and that is just confusing as fuck.
Fair enough.
Just weird. So yeah, it's not like I can say that it you know, he needs the characters around him. Definitely.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely.
I'd say with Guts for Berserk, it starts off being a similar sort of case, but it gets to a point where, like I mentioned earlier, pretty much everybody gets killed off except for Guts, and he's on his own after that.
Okay.
He just kind of like build up a little following to go around with him, but ultimately the story is about him and how he goes through everything.
Yeah.
So I'd probably want to side with Guts on this one.
On that argument, I can definitely give it to Berserk. Definitely.
Shield Hero vs Tanjiro. I've like the inner favoritist in me just like shouts pick Demon Slayer because I haven't watched Shield Hero.
I mean,
but again, it's like
that's a fair argument, because we've done that on stuff that we genuinely haven't watched.
Yes, I haven't watched the entirety of Shield Hero, but we're happy to say that Tanjiro is the focal point for Demon Slayer anyway.
Yeah, so we have not got that argument anymore.
Yeah, so that nullifies Shield Hero. I don't know too much about Shield Hero when it comes to side characters and whatnot, so I can't compare them.
It's got to be Tanjiro.
I'd go Demon Slayer, yeah.
Yeah.
And the story, in my eyes, the story is a lot more compelling as well.
Yeah.
You're not going to like me for this.
It's the Demon Slayer versus the Demon Slayer.
Yes, the original Demon Slayer versus the trainee Demon Slayer.
Trainee.
Yeah, you're not going to like me for this. I'm going to go with Guts. The entire story revolves around him. We'll put it that way. And I love Demon Slayer. I love Tanjiro as a character. Guts for me. When it comes to like a storytelling perspective and a character, Guts is on another level in my eyes. We'll put it this way: Guts is a regular human.
If I give you this, I can bank one, can't I?
No.
What?
That's not how this works.
How dare you? I'm actually content to give you Berserk. I'm fine with that.
Better fucking do.
Is Berserk finished? Because it's old, isn't it?
Believe it is, yes.
Right.
Oh, wait, or did it end unfinished? Hang on. It was never intended to have a second season. There wasn't enough material for there to be a second season. By the time the series ended, the series finished ending, like airing even. Latest volume to have been published was 15. So Berserk was actually cancelled because it ran out of content, but there's still a fair bit there.
So it could be picked up.
It could be picked up. I'm not going to bank on it though.
Not with what you've told me.
No.
Fair enough.
Either or.
No, I'm prepared to give it to Berserk. Fuck it.
Hey! Oh. Mob. Mob, mob, mob.
I don't even know what the thing is on the left.
No, I don't recognise it either.
Like,
But-
mob.
Mob, mob.
Mob.
Mob Psycho 100, it revolves about a mob. Sorry, but it does.
Yeah, but we don't know
That's
what
kind
this
of the
is.
whole point of the anime. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll get mob. Mob.
Mob Psycho 100. I don't know the thing on the left. One on the right. Noragami? I want to say Noragami. I think it's Noragami. Hang on.
I don't know. We've seen this twice now.
Yeah, but I don't know it. Yeah, Noragami is the one on the right.
Should we just go with that?
I would say yes, because it is the anime Noragami is literally about him. He's basically a deity who grants wishes.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. The anime is literally about him. Oh, hello, Assassination Classroom. Is that Classroom of the Elite on the left?
Yeah.
Battle of the Classrooms. Okay.
Oh,
Right.
do you know what? I'm not seeing Assassination Classroom.
Mhm.
I'm gonna give it because going off of what we've been saying.
Yep.
Even though he is kind of the main protagonist, you've also
It's
got
the other characters.
You got the girl.
Yeah. Whereas Assassination Classroom, that anime doesn't work without that character.
Yeah, but we've got more information and more backstory about the girl than about him.
Yeah, makes sense.
Even though he is the main character. So on that logic, Assassination Classroom every day of the week.
Yes. Oh, hello. No game, no life.
Yeah.
I've got a soft spot for me, and I am. Yeah.
I'm not even arguing. I can't be bothered.
I would have actually argued that thinking about it.
No, just stop.
Why?
It's no game, no life.
No game, no life versus Death Note. Literally, Death Note is about Kira, who is like Yagami.
No.
It's the whole premise of the anime.
No, fuck it. It's no game, no life.
I'm gonna slam you with a violation.
No game, no life.
Right. I think that I want to say that's Steins Gate on the right,
Yeah.
and left side, Full Metal Alchemist, Edward Elric.
Mm-hmm. What are you saying?
Who's more prominent in their own anime? I want to go Full Metal Alchemist, Edward Elric. It's like the whole entire anime is about Edward Elric and his brother. I know it's like two protagonists, but the whole story is literally about them and how they like fucked up with alchemy, basically.
I've not seen either, so I couldn't help you.
Oh, thanks. Steins Gate, I know a lot of it is to do with Stein himself. There are side characters who help out.
Full Metal?
What was the? I'll have to go Full Metal. Yeah, I was gonna say what was the second condition that we talked about? Was it potential?
Potential, yeah.
Yeah, Full Metal Alchemist all the way. Because it goes from you don't know them, they know about basic alchemy, to they can kill literal demons by the end of it and pull off miracles, basically. Now then,
and Fairy Tail, innit?
Yep. One Piece and Fairy Tail. So
I again,
Natsu and Luffy.
I've not seen either. But if I was giving as an outside opinion, I'm saying One Piece.
I don't want to say yes, but they're both similar in regards to main characters. It's not about a single character, it is literally a group of characters on both of them. It starts off with Luffy, but then you get Nami, you get Zoro, you get Usopp, etc, etc.
But One Piece is Luffy.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
I'm gonna say right.
It's like Dragon Ball with Goku.
Yeah, in a sense.
You know,
he's a staple character.
We can sit here and say, oh, he's not like the only protagonist is probably the best way to put it.
Yeah.
But he is the face of.
He is the face of One Piece.
You
Yeah,
know.
fair enough.
And that's my argument. But
in the same breath, Natsu's the same for Fairy Tail.
what's biggest?
One Piece. I'm going off of what potential is though as well. One Piece is ongoing for episode 1000.
Yeah.
Fairy Tail,
50?
I think only has
50, I think. Because I need
no.
to watch
I think
it.
it's on around 200 episodes.
Is
If memory
it?
serves me right. Yeah, because it does something really weird. It like goes from. It has one full season of where it's all basic. Then there's a second season where another type of like dragon breather slayer, I can't remember what they're called. They basically gets involved. Then they go into a tournament thing.
Mm.
Then there's like an end of the world scenario, which is the fourth season, and then which ends the anime for that time period.
Yeah.
There's movies in between them, and then the latest season, I think, which is still going now, is like a time skip forward to like the period of where they weren't there.
Okay.
I'm sure there's about 200 episodes until. There's a lot.
328.
328. Well, there you go. I thought it was 200.
Yeah, 328.
But either way, One Piece 1000.
One Piece! Okay.
I'll happy to give One Piece that.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Don't know these two.
Is that Satie X or whatever it's called? The one on the left? The anime?
Yeah, I've seen the anime, but I didn't really watch it. I didn't get into it.
Should we just give this as a buy? Because I've seen the next two, and I'll be honest with you. It doesn't matter who we pick for these two, they're going through.
I see Saitama, so yeah, it doesn't matter.
We'll just go for this.
Get it over with, just give it pink hair.
Yeah.
Oh, it's JoJo. I didn't actually know it was JoJo. Now, do you want to go with... Oh no, you can't even do that.
I can actually.
JoJo's
Bizarre Adventure is not just about JoJo.
But it is.
It's about different JoJos.
But it's the name of the show.
Yeah, but it's about different JoJos. You have his
True.
grandfather, father, blah, 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 and so on and
But
so
they all
forth.
go JoJo, and they all follow JoJo.
True, but it's not about one person. It's about a lineage of people.
It's one person per season.
True, whereas One Punch Man
has got one season.
Two.
Well, 2 seasons, but yeah.
And he's about One Punch Man.
But he's not called One Punch Man, though.
But he is, though, isn't he?
No, he's not.
He's One Punch Man.
It's not his hero name. No.
He's Saitama, but he's still One Punch Man.
Is he called JoJo from JoJo Bizarre Adventure? No, he's not. He's called Saitama from One Punch Man.
What are we saying? All joking aside, what are we saying?
Okay, so I'd be happy to give you One Punch Man on the basis that there are multiple JoJos. It's not the same continuities. So whilst it is about JoJo and the whole storyline, it is different characters.
The latest JoJo is about it's the Stone Ocean, isn't it?
Yeah, it's basically the third season's daughter. Yeah, in a way.
So it's like, you know, just off that basis, I'm like, we've literally made the thing of, oh, is this one the main protagonist? We can't honestly sit here and go JoJo's the main protagonist because he's.
I was gonna say that's basically what it is. I say if you scroll up to the title, it's just basically the main antagonist, protagonist even.
So it's got to be Saitama on that grounds alone.
Yeah, because the show's about him.
Yeah.
I go Noragami.
I'm not even gonna argue.
The whole anime's about him.
I'll argue on this one.
I mean, fair enough. My only argument is that it's not just Sora that makes up.
No, you've got your sister.
Game, no life.
You've got your sister, admittedly.
Yeah, then they're both the main characters, and you got Tet, which you can technically count as a main character.
I could, but I won't.
And also the woman. I can't remember her name.
No, forget her.
Stephanie, that was the name.
I don't care.
And then you got the elf, and then you got
I
the
don't
purple
care.
hair person.
I don't care. It's No Game No Life.
I love No Game No Life, but I'm sorry, no.
No.
I don't care. You let him go. Assassination Classroom.
No.
The anime doesn't work without him.
You know that you're gonna get it next round anyway, don't you?
What? Wait, what next
He
round?
goes on no further than this round, regardless.
Yes.
Right. So just give me this one.
No.
You fucking bastard.
Alright, fine. Pick Sora if you really want, but he probably is going to go down.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just make sure you bite the bullet when it happens. Luffy, One Piece, probably goes through on this one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's fair.
It's synonymous with the anime.
We're not even arguing
Punch
with
Man.
this. I'm not even arguing with this. It's
No
just a
point.
lie. Right, here we go.
Sora vs Noragami. Noragami. It's about the anime.
See, I told you.
Bye bye, Sora.
Why do you keep fucking it up?
Well, I don't keep fucking anything up. I'm sticking to one set of rules.
Which one
Just the character.
do we go with?
One Punch Man.
Did you not get my joke?
No.
Which one do we go with?
Yeah, do you want One Piece or One Punch Man? I don't know why you're laughing.
It's so shit. Right, what are we saying? One Punch Man or One Piece?
I'll go One Punch Man.
Yeah, I mean, even if we go on the argument of potential,
One Punch Man.
that's what I'm saying.
There's not. At this point, One Piece is reaching. Yeah, fair enough. It's 1,000 episodes, but it's now reaching the point of there isn't that much story left for it to cover before it starts becoming really repetitive and mundane. One Punch Man.
Or they have to finish it. Like.
Yeah, or they have to finish it.
Yeah.
One Punch Man's still in like the early stages.
Yeah.
It's had 2 seasons where nothing can beat him. It takes one punch. It only takes them to throw in one enemy that can survive more than one punch from Saitama, and then it changes the dynamic of everything.
Yeah.
It's like there is potential for it to grow.
Yeah.
If they want to do that.
Hopefully.
And the show is literally all about One Punch Man.
One Punch Man.
Power. Power.
One Punch?
Yeah, I'll give it Saitama. I like Noragami, and the anime is just completely about him, but
It's One Punch.
yeah, Saitama. Saitama vs. Guts.
The final. This is on you, man.
It is on me, and I'm feeling. I don't know. Do I go with old or new?
True.
Right. So first condition: how they affect the main story. They both are main characters in their own stories, by the right. I do kind of want to give this Berserk because I'm thinking.
Thingy. I think he's sort of a main character in One Punch, though, isn't he?
Who?
What's his fucking name?
Geass.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what along the line I'm thinking of. It's
Yeah.
like in One Punch Man, you got the S tier heroes who are main characters in their own rights, and they do play very big roles in the story alongside Saitama. Whereas Guts from Berserk, he is the main character, basically. So I'd give it Berserk. I'd really would. I mean,
it's your decision because you've seen both, so it's fair enough.
I know. Well, I say I've seen both. I've played the most, like the game, that for Berserk. I've not actually watched the anime in its entirety. I should do though. But the gist of it is Guts is on his own basically.
So Berserk.
Yes, I give this to Berserk. I love Saitama, but no, has to be Berserk.
Oh.
And I want to say quickly, it's nice to see an old anime win something. I'm pretty sure all the ones we've done before this was all new animes.
Yeah,
or newer.
Because I think it's because they're more fresh in your mind.
Yeah, there is that.
It's like, you know, you come off of something that you've watched like a couple of weeks ago, and you sit there and go, "Best thing I've ever watched," and you go, "Is it though?"
Yes.
Like, is it really? I can make that argument on a lot of things, but then I'll always wrap round to other stuff that I've seen years ago, and it's like, come on. So,
yeah.
I mean, it makes sense.
Anyway.
It's fair enough. But yeah, Berserk.
Very interesting ladders going forward, I think.
Yeah, couple.
Wild cards, which is quite interesting.
Couple that you expected, but a couple that you didn't. It's just fair. Yeah, it wasn't bad.
It's not something I would have expected when I saw the list. We'll put it that way.
No, I mean it's yeah, it was an interesting one.
Yeah.
But I think the same as the last one. It's definitely a worthy winner. And there's definitely a couple in there that you could quite easily chuck in there. It just depends on how you're feeling, I think.
Yeah, some of them are definitely debatable.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, if you want to have a go yourself, this bracket fight will be linked down below, so give it a bash and see what you pick and let us know in the comments.
And if it's not guts, you're wrong.
Yeah, if it's not guts, you're wrong. No.
No, pick what you want.
I mean, it comes down to like if people have seen other stuff and they kind of go, you know, yeah, this just bangs a lot more. You know, we don't know about Trigun. There's characters in there that we've never seen before, so it's fair enough. It's fair enough. But going off of what we've seen and our opinions, this is what we ended up with. So fair enough.
Yes. Please let us know what you think in the comments below.
Yes.
I'm actually curious to see what answers people come up with.
Yes. And if there's any other bracket fights or any sort of subjects that you'd like us to do, let us know as well, because we'll happily do them if we can. Obviously, there's certain... Don't give us animes that we've not seen and expect us to be able to come out with an answer.
Please keep it safe for work.
Yeah, please, because we don't want to go to prison.
Not only that, there are questionable things everywhere on the internet nowadays. And I don't want to be working... I don't want to go for a bracket fight of who is the best B-Stars character or some shit like that.
Yeah, but didn't you say you was going to watch that?
I did say I was going to watch that, but I just never got round to it.
Fucking furry.
I want to know what it's about. I'm genuinely curious.
Furries.
Furries everywhere. Furries.
But no, if you have enjoyed it, give us a like. If you want to stick around and watch other content on the channel, subscribe. Go and check it out. But yeah, until the next one, we will see you later.
See you later, everybody.